Hello friends! Today we are going to talk about the benefit of self-talk in the development of children. Self-talk incorporates three main areas: what you are doing, what you are seeing, and what you are thinking. So it is the primary mode of development of speech in a child. When you use self-talk with a child, in which case, whatever you are doing, you are also explaining to the child. For example, oh, now I took a red block. Okay, now I'm putting the red block in the basket. Now I took the blue block. I will put the blue block on top of the red block. So you're describing your own actions. And then there could be parallel talk, which is even more beneficial because you describe the child's actions over here. Oh wow, I took the red block, but you picked up a yellow block. Let's join them together. So in this way, you work on the joint attention of the child. The use of self-talk therapeutically has a motive in which you only try to describe the child's action, let them take the lead, and you follow whatever they are doing without directing them. So initially, whatever the child is doing, even if they are tapping something on the floor, even if they are holding things in their hands and looking at them one after the other, you also take two objects in their hands and then suddenly drop them, which gets the child's attention. In neurodivergent children, this self-talk can have a different form or meaning. For example, somebody asks them, "How are you?" And you told the child, "Say you are fine." So their answer becomes, "Say you are fine," instead of saying, "I am fine." So they're stuck with that script, and that is what they repeat before they learn the mitigation and understand that they are supposed to say, "I am fine." You need to understand, if you're trying to tell your child to stop the self-talk, it is almost like a part of their being, a part of their breathing. If they don't do it, they will go into emotional dysregulation, self-dysregulation, sensory dysregulation. So you are not going to be able to do any activity with the child or engage them in any self-care, play, or academic tasks. Self-talk can be a way of sensory regulation. If the environment is too overwhelming for the child, like a sensory overload, this self-talk is going to help them to calm themselves down. You might think it is very awkward because the child is talking continuously and people ask, "Why is your child doing that?" Instead, the child's self-talk is a way for them to keep themselves calm because they are not okay with people staring at them, not okay with people continuously asking them questions or trying to communicate with them because they need time for their auditory processing. Secondly, would you prefer a child who is emotionally dysregulated and showing disruptive behaviors like biting themselves, hitting you, throwing things on the floor, or a child who is doing self-talk because it is a way for them to manage their anxiety? So allowing self-talk is better than the child resorting to disruptive behaviors. Third factor, cognitive processing. Just like we do, sometimes we try to describe our actions or repeat whatever we are doing so that it registers in our head properly. Okay, now we did this, then we added this. For example, we're trying to learn a new recipe for cooking. For them, if they learn to say, okay, we took the red block, now we're putting blue block on that, now the yellow block, the pink block. You see, they always try to put them in the same sequence. But this has helped them to problem solve for themselves because in this way, they have learned the activity in their own way. And because of their sequence, they don't feel dysregulated. The fourth way could be problem solving. For example, there was a demanding activity for them. They were supposed to copy a design. They have tried it before, but with your help, but this time they are supposed to attempt it on their own. First, they get up and try to run around, and you think the child simply escaped because they don't want to participate in the activity. But they are trying to gain sensory integration. They will come back, maybe attempt 2 more steps, and then run again because it was still too challenging for them. Maybe the last 3 steps they'll be able to take easily, and that is what you need to understand is they are trying to problem solve by using self-talk or humming to themselves, closing their eyes, repeating some phrases. And finally, a form of self-expression. For example, the child needs something from the fridge and they pull your hand and say, "There," because they heard it from you. Do you want something from there? and the word stuck in their head. So it is a form of communication which might not appear appropriate, or you might have told them, oh, the fridge has many things. So they take you to the fridge and say, the fridge has many things, instead of saying exactly what they want. If this self-talk is interfering with the child's self-care skills or play skills or academic skills or even their social participation, then you can redirect them. Technique number 1 is introduction of replacement skills. Replacement skills are when you observe the child because they are bored, they are not initiating any form of play, and they're just sitting and repeating a word or humming a song repeatedly. Wow, would you like me to sing it for you too? Or you can introduce a different song over there and let's dance in front of the mirror. So you redirected the child to a more meaningful activity, because here you get an opportunity. First, that the child will get a visual feedback from the mirror. Second thing, you change the rhyme for the child. And thirdly, the action that you are doing, you might not know, the child might start copying you. Second technique is try to reduce the WH questions, because they could be overwhelming for the child. For example, if you ask, what would you like to eat? It's an open-ended question. Too many choices, they don't know how to figure out that. Instead, limit it to just 2 choices. Would you like to eat something like rice, or would you like to eat the ice cream? Once the child selects the object, then you repeat the name. Oh, I see, you want to eat the ice cream. So the child remembers that next time when I want it, I can say ice cream. The key point here is sometimes it is okay to allow self-talk in children, and of course sometimes you also need to redirect them. Identify which is the case, and then you will see a significant difference in the speech and language output of your child as well. If you found this video interesting, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos related to child development, ring the bell icon for notifications, and add any queries or suggestions in the comments below. We'll meet again soon. Bye.